Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome all the students in the online session of Ismailia Youth Services. And I'm your teacher from Muhammadi Girls School. This lecture is for class 7 computer. And today we are going to discuss about the circular reference. These are the objectives of today. Circular reference, text formula, mathematical operator using formula, error result, autosum feature, calculating total with autosum, and other autosum features. Right now, we are going to discuss the first topic. But before starting this first topic, I'm going to tell you about the previous topics which we discussed in the previous lesson, which are related to the first chapter, that are the Excel formula, value, cell reference, function, and operators. And we also discuss about the using formulas and relative and absolute reference as well. Right now, today we are going to discuss the first topic of this chapter. The remaining topic as well, we can say that. So, this is the topic circular reference. A circular refers to a formula that visits its own or another cell more than once in its chain of calculations, creating an infinite loop which slows down your spreadsheet significantly. A circular reference in Excel indicates that the calculation in a certain cell refers to its own result once or several times. This usually unintended. Now, if you see the circular reference example in the example below in cell B7, if you see, I tell you about in the previous topic that this is the spreadsheet as you all know about in the MS Excel, and this is the column B, and this is the row 7. So cell is in B7, and this green color cell shows that this is the active cell. We find the sum of the fruit sale range B2 to B6. B2 is equals to, this is the formula written over there, is equal to, then we have to write the sum, means that we required a sum of these calculations or these numbers, is equal to, first we always write the equal to sign in the starting of the formula in MS Excel, and after that we will write the sum, because we required a sum. If we required a subtraction, addition, multiplication, division, so we have to write over there in place of sum. Then we just put the bracket and then we write B2. B2 is the first value that we want to calculate. Okay, so B2 is the B column and row number 2. So the value is started, the calculation is started from this value. Which value? Started from B2. B2 means that we have to start our calculation from column number B and row number 2. And then B2 to B6 means that B2, B3, B4, B5 and B6. We have to calculate all the values. But in which cell we have the complete calculated value? In B7. Cell number B7. So this is the circular reference. There is nothing wrong with this calculation. Means that this is the circular reference and it's continuously calculating our values. However, if we accidentally select cell B3 to B7 instead of B2 to B6, we would be asking the function in cell B7 to perform a calculation that includes the result of this exact calculation as well. Means that whenever we are putting B3 to B7, this is not the exact calculation that we required, so the result will not be generated in this one, because we want our result from the column number B and row number 7, which is the last column or the last row which are using to work with. Okay, this is not possible, of course. Excel want us for once or more circular reference over there. As I told you about that, if I told you about that, if we are using a circular reference, so we could require a result in the last of that particular one. But if there is not written like this, that we write B3 to B7, so B7 is the resulting area that we require, so it would not clearly give the result to us in the circular reference. Okay, now after clicking OK in the notification pop-up value, 0 is published in cell B7. Why it's published in B7? Because we required the result from B2 to B6. Means that we have to calculate the value from B2 to B6 and the answer would be written in cell number B7. So the answer is not comes clearly when we are not writing the correct cell values in the formula in the circular reference. Okay, now moving on to the next topic, the mathematical operators used in the formulas. As you all know that in mathematics we are also using different type of formulas for calculating the different values or for solving different type of sums. As the same in the mathematical operators we are using in the formulas of MS Excel. I told you before that in the previous chapter that we are using different type of mathematical operators, like we use a static for the multiplication, then we use slash as a division purpose, or we are using the other functions for use, or we are using the exponent to calculating the different type of values in the MS Excel as well. So the mathematical operators used in formulas. Operator specify the type of calculation that you want to perform on the element of a formula. Excel follows general mathematical rules for calculation, which in parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division and addition and subtraction as well, or the acronyms PEMDAS. PEMDAS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Using parentheses allows you to change that calculation order. If you observe this chart, comparison operators, their meanings and their examples as well we have. So first we have the comparison operator, which is equal to sign, which is very important for the formula whenever we are using the MS Excel or whenever we are putting the formula in MS Excel. So the equal to sign is very much important. We are not putting the equal to sign before the formula, so it will not be calculated properly the value that we given to it. So this is called, the meaning is equal to, and we write like this, equal to A1, or sometimes we write equal to B1. Means that whenever we are putting the formula, we have to put equal to sign before the formula. Then greater than sign. We are sometimes we required in the formula the greater than sign, and this is very much similar in the mathematics as well. The mouth is open on which side, so we can say that this is the greater value, and the mouth is closed on that side, so we call that this is the smaller value. So this is the greater than sign. Then this one is the opposite of the greater than sign. This is the less than sign. The mouth is open on which side, so we are saying this value is greater and this value is smaller. So A1 is smaller than B1. Is equal to, greater than, or equal to. Sometimes we are writing greater than or equal to both together. So we are writing equal to, then greater than. Okay. Less than and equal to as well. We are writing less than and equal to as well. Okay. Not equal to a sign. So not equal to a sign is also we are using, means that the both of the values are not equal to the sign. Okay, somebody is asking me a question that what is the name of the chapter, beta? This is the first chapter. This is the first chapter, formulas in Excel. And in the previous time we have discussed some topics from this chapter, the starting topics of this chapter, and these are the remaining topics of the same chapter, chapter number 1 from your book, textbook, page number 5. Now, moving on to the arithmetic operators, their meanings and examples. Plus is very common that you all know about the addition sign, then you all know about the subtraction sign. Then static. In MS Excel, we are using static sign for the multiplication. So 3 static 3, it means that 3 multiplied by 3. Then we have the forward slash. This is the forward slash. This is called a division sign. So whenever we are writing 3 slash 3, 4 slash 3, 5 slash 3, it means that we are multiplying 5 to 3, 3 to 3, or 9 to 4. 9 slash 8 means that 9 multiplied 9 divided by 8. Then we have the percentage sign. Percentage sign is very much similar in mathematics. We are also using. Then we have the caret. The caret is shows the exponent. Exponent means whenever we are multiplying the power of 2 is to 2. Means that 2 multiplied by 2. So we are using the exponent sign in mathematics, and in MS Excel we are also using the exponent sign, but this sign is called caret in MS Excel. It's not a carrot, that is the name of the vegetable. It's a carrot, CARET. Okay. Now moving on to the next one. This is the error results. So error appears when a value is not the expected type. Error result, as you all know about the error results, whenever we are having any of the error in the formula, so it will shows the error result, means that the result is not proper according to our requirement. This can occurs when a cell are left blank, when a function that is expecting a number is given a text value and the value dates are treated as text by Excel. The value error is a bit tricky because some functions automatically ignore invalid data. Some of the time, the error result must be ignored by the computer or by the program that you are using, means that sometimes we are not writing the correct formula, so sometime it will happen, it will ignore by the programming or by the help of that particular software which we are working at that time. But some of the values which are identified and they are not appropriate according to the formula, so it will give the error result, means that our result is not properly generated according to our values which we are given to the system or computer. Now, the error result. A cell with a formula displayed an error result rather than a proper value. So the error result will be shown in the proper particular cell, means that if we required a result in cell B7 in the previous slide that I told you and the answer is not correct, so the error result will be shown on that particular cell. This happens when the formula has a problem, cannot process it. Means that whenever there is a formula and there is a problem in a formula, so it will not generate a proper result. List some common errors in Excel along with their possible reasons. So I will show you. These are the some common reasons which are present in the formula and the formula is not generate the proper result that we required. So these are the error results. This one, these is static sign, the column is not wide enough to display the value. Means that whenever you are writing on or creating any of the formula and then you require a result, so sometimes it shows this type of sign, these type of sign. So this type of sign, it shows that it means that it gives you the sign or it gives you the instruction that this result is not occur in a proper way. The column is not wide enough to display the value, means that column is not wide in a proper way, so we will not having the proper value into that column. Okay, now then we have the next one. Okay, now then we have the next one. The next one is the number dio slash o. The formula contains invalid operator division by zero. Means that whenever we are dividing any value with zero, it means that it will not generate the proper result. So it means that the formula containing the division by zero. So whenever we are dividing any of the value with zero, so it will shows this type of error result. This type of wording or this type of error result will be generated in the cell. Okay. this number slash NA. The formula use a value that is not available. Means that the value you are putting in the formula, this is not available in that software and it will not process that value. Okay, now that we have the number and the exclamatory sign, a problem with a value, for example, a negative number is specified when a positive number is expected. Means that in the formula we required a positive, negative we required a positive number, or the positive number is expected in the formula, but we are giving the negative number in the formula, so it will shows this type of error result in our MS Excel worksheet. Now then we have the formula refers to a cell that does not exist. This happens if the cell has been deleted from the worksheet. Means that whenever you just observe that ref is the reference of that cell, and that cell reference is not present or existed in that worksheet. Maybe the cell is deleted from that worksheet, so it will gives you the this type of error result in your MS Excel. Then we have the values written, the value type of error result which is shown. So it means that the formula has an invalid argument. For example, text in a cell where a numeric value is required. Means that we are giving the string variable, or sorry, string value to a formula, and the string value is not required to the formula. The numeric value is required in the formula, so it will shows this type of value error in your MS Excel worksheet. So these are the very important points whenever you are just creating your formula. So quickly, Excel tells you about that your formula is right or wrong. If your formula is right or wrong, so it will shows you the error result. Means that the formula is not correct, the value maybe is not correct, maybe the number you are giving it's not proper. Means that you are giving the negative value instead of the positive value, or maybe sometimes you are using the invalid operator as well, or sometimes the column is not wide enough to generate your answer. Okay. Okay, now moving on to the next topic. Okay, the auto sum feature. This is the very interesting feature of MS Excel, because auto sum is a Microsoft Excel and other spreadsheet program function that adds together in range of cell and display the total in the cell below the selected range. For example, if you want to add the value of cell between A1 to A5, highlight the cell A1 through A5 and click the auto sum button shown on the right of the column. I will show you the where is the auto sum button. There is the auto sum button, and this is the sign of the auto sum. So this is the auto sum button. Whenever we just click on this button and we just select any of the function from this button, means that we have to find out the sum of any formula, sum of any rows and any cells, any type of cells. So we just use this auto sum function. Okay, click the auto sum button. Click this button after highlighting the cell creates the formula sum A1 to A5 in cell A6. Means that auto sum button is used to generate a formula automatically when you selected the auto sum button and you selected the particular function that you required for your formula. So you can only highlight your cells, and after that you are using this auto sum feature into it. I will show you how we are using that particular auto sum button. Okay, now if you observe, this is the picture. The auto sum feature makes entering formula easy without the need of the memorization of the syntax. Each one means that this is not required in the auto sum feature that you have to write the complete formula, or you can just need to memorize all the formulas in the way. Means that there is a options which are giving like the sum option. So whenever you are highlighting the particular cells, and then you just click on the auto sum button and select any of the function from it, so it will automatically generate the formula in the formula bar, and you will get your result very easily. Okay, calculate totals with the AutoSum. How can we calculate the totals with the AutoSum? So click this is the procedure. How can we calculate the totals with the AutoSum? So first we click the cell where you want to display the calculation. The sum with a range of numbers, select the range of the cell that you want. Means that you just maybe you can take column number C, column C, and row number 2. So C2 to from C10, you can highlight all the cells from C2 to C10, and then you will click on the auto sum button or click the formula tab, or in the formula tab you can click on the auto sum button. Then it will gives you the option of sum, average, multiplication, division. So you can just click on the sum button, and then you will see that the formula is generated from cell C2 to C10 that you highlighted. Okay, and then it will generate the result that you required. Okay, now the AutoSum command allows you to automatically insert the most common function into your formula, including the sum. Means that whenever you require a sum, so you can quickly use the AutoSum button so that it will generate the formula for the sum addition. Average formula is also present into it, count, minimum, and maximum. In the example below, we will use the sum function to calculate the total cost for a list of recently ordered items. If you observe this one, the AutoSum feature is a feature which has sum, average, count, number, maximum, minimum functions. Microsoft and other spreadsheet software programs have AutoSum built-in function. Built-in function means that it is completely present, or it is not required to be downloaded from somewhere. It is present in that particular software which is we are working on it. Okay, AutoSum is used to add average, number count, maximum, minimum values of the selected range of the rows or cells together, and the result display in the cell below the range selected. By using a single click on the select function of the AutoSum feature, the required result are achieved. Sorry, the required results are achieved. So it means that the AutoSum function is automatically create a formula of addition, maybe if you require the average, number of count, number of maximum or minimum values. So you simply highlight that cells that you require the result of that cells, and then you can click on the AutoSum function on the formula bar, and then you can select the function that you required for that calculation, and then you can click OK. So it will generate the formula and the result of that particular calculation that you highlighted in your MS Excel worksheet. Now, I will show you the slides one more time again. Okay. So the objectives are the circular reference, text formula, mathematical operators, error result, AutoSum features, calculating total in AutoSum, and other AutoSum functions. Then the first we are discussing about the circular reference. A circular reference to a formula that visit its own or under cell more than once in its chain of calculation, creating an infinite loop. Okay, a circular reference in Excel indicates the calculation in a certain cell refers to its own result once or several times. This is usually intended. Now that I give you the example of the circular reference, this active cell shows that this is the formula of the circular reference, and this circular reference is calculated from this to that. So it forms a circle, means that it is calculating all the values together. So it forms a circular motion or circular formation to calculating the result, means all around it's completely calculating the values. Okay, this is the error in the circular reference, means that if you are not putting the proper value, so it will give you the error result in the circular reference as well. Now, the mathematical operators that we discuss in this topic as well. These are the comparison operators and these meanings: equal to, greater than sign, less than sign, greater to, greater than, equal to, or less than or equal to, or not equal to sign. Okay, these are the arithmetic operators that we use in this one, that is a plus sign, minus sign, static, slash forward for the division one, then the percentage sign, and the exponent. The caret sign is used for the exponent one. Okay, the error results. I told you about the error results for how the computer generate the or error results. And this is a chart for the error result which is present in your book as well. So these are the error result chart which is present in your book, page number 9. So whenever you are not putting the correct value, the formula, or maybe the correct number, or maybe you are using a string variable, not a numeric variable. Okay, one question comes in your mind: what is the numeric operators, or what are the string operators? So numeric operators are the numbers, and the string operators are the text values or the variables that you are using, means that the alphabetical letters that you are using. So they are called the they are called the string values or string operators. I think so it is clear to all of you what are the string operators and numeric operators. I do explain it again one more time, that the numeric operators are the numbers and the string operators are the text values or the text letters that we are using in our alphabetical order, or maybe sometimes we are writing the alphabets in the formula A, B. They are the variables as well in the mathematics. So they are called the string operators. Now, AutoSum feature, I told you about the AutoSum feature. How can we use the AutoSum feature? AutoSum feature is a automatic formula generator. So it can quickly generate or form the formula that we required. So the common functions of the AutoSum feature is sum, average, count number, maximum, or minimum values. These are the common functions which are available in AutoSum feature. Okay. Now, moving on to the home task. This is your home task. Okay, what you do in the home task? You have to do your home task in your fair computer copies. I think so. You all have to do your previous home task in your fair copies as well. So now you can do your home task, the remaining home task of the same chapter, chapter number 1. You have to do it in your fair copies. So the first question is, describe AutoSum feature in detail. As you all know about the AutoSum feature, and the answer is given on page number 9. I just show you. Take the screenshot quickly for the home task, so you will be able to do your home task at your home very easily. So you can quickly take the screenshot of the following. Now, what do you know about the circular reference? Explain the example. Explain with the help of example. This is on page number 5. Define text formula. Write the steps to use the AutoSum feature. Explain spreadsheet. Define the following terms that are required: value, cell reference, function, and operators. We have discussed in the previous lesson as well. Okay, describe the absolute, relative, and mixed reference. Make a chart of mathematical operator using Excel. This chart is present on page number 8. And you have to make 20 MCQs. You have to make 20 MCQs, fill in the blanks from your, sorry, you have to make 20 fill in the blanks, not MCQs. You have to make 20 fill in the blanks from your chapter. Means from the whole chapter